Hey guys, Aura134 here, and I've got another deck profile for you guys. This week we have Scraps. I didn't get to do 2 tournaments with this deck like I wanted to, because at MVP, where I did my sneak peek, he didn't have a tournament this week because he had to do some Magic set pre-release or something. So, hey, that's his choice. And you know, has to cater to all of his card players, so whatever. My first tournament I took this thing to, I got into top 8, where I played against my teammate Drew. He's the one with the curly hair, who was in the sneak video. He was running a plant synchro that's dark based. I don't think he's come up with a name for it yet, or if there is a name for it. But I think it's better than regular plant synchro, because at the tournament we went to, he won 5 games in a row against regular plant synchro, and he ended up topping. Maybe if he doesn't do a deck profile for it, I'll ask him if I can just do one for him, and he'll probably just be here and talk instead of me, and I'll just film it and put it on my channel. Anyways, we'll go down to the deck profile. First, you got yourself 3 Scrap Chimeras. This is pretty much the lifeblood of your monsters. Gets you your Scrap Synchros out really easy. You'll go through all 3 of your Scrap Dragons. You're like, boom, Scrap Dragon, boom, Scrap Dragon, boom, Scrap Dragon. Then, you got your 3 Scrap Beasts. It's a pretty good tuner. Works really good in combination with Scrap Storm. Next, you got probably the best tuner in the deck, Triple Scrap Goblin. What's great about this is this monster can't be destroyed by battle, so they slam into it, it flips face up, it gets destroyed by its own effect after it's been attacked while it's in face of defense position, so you get the scrap card back, so they can slam into it all they want to, and then it just dies and you get your Chimera back. It's great. Running 2 Scrap Golems. I'm probably going to change this around now that we have Scrap Breaker. I just need to get some. But he's really nice for making Scrap Twin. Plop him out, bring back your Beast, and you get Scrap Twin, or plop him out and bring back Goblin and you get Scrap Dragon. Plus he's sort of hard to get over. 1 Summoner Monk to get your Beasts, to get an easy Scrap Dragon or any other 8-star. Then, for my engine, I'm running 3 Gravekeeper's Spies and a Gravekeeper's Descendant. It helps clear out the back row and annoying monsters, plus it gives you 4-star monsters to sync with. It also makes Arcanite Magician possible. That's it for the monsters. On to the magic. 1 Monster Reborn, staple. Dark Hole, staple. Double MST to clear out the back row. Giant Trunade, back row hate. Cold Wave, back row hate. Pretty much staple. Probably needs bans. Double Book of Moon, again, pretty much staple. I think 3 is too many in this deck. Then 2 Pot of Duality. Really helps you set up. Even if I had a 3rd Pot of Duality, I probably wouldn't run 3 in this deck. I don't think most decks need 3 dualities. Now, decks like Gemini Stun, Hero Beat, I guess Blackwing sort of can benefit from triple duality, but I prefer 2 dualities and a Cards for Black Feathers. And I guess there are some decks that benefit from triple duality. I don't think this is one of them. But I'm perfectly fine running 2. Then 2 Scrap Yards. It lets you add a Scrap Tuner from your deck to your hand. So you get your Beast or your Goblins. Then got yourself 1 Mind Control. Great for this deck. It runs so many tuners. It's got 6 of them, and they're easy to get. Plus, stealing a tuner is always great. And then the spell that makes this deck work, Triple Scrap Storm. This is such a great card, especially if you hit one of your tuners with it. Send a scrap card from your monster from your deck to your graveyard, usually your scrap Chimera. Draw one, then it blows up your scrap monster, and you get your Chimera back. So it's great. You summon your beast, they try to bottomless it, you scrap storm out of it. It's just so good. That's it for my magic. Onto the traps. Double bottomless, of course. I love double bottomless. Torrential Tribute. Mirror Force. One Solemn Warning. A Solemn Judgment. And then a tech of mine, 2 Dark Coffins. This is a really old card, but it's really good for this deck. When this card is destroyed when it's face down, your opponent can activate one of the following effects. Either destroy one of their monsters, or they have to discard one random card from their hand. So it's great. You just plop this thing face down, hit it with Scrap Dragon, and hopefully you'll clear out their monster so they have to discard a card. Or even if you set it face down, they'll probably MST it thinking it's a really annoying card, and they're out a MST and a card. Onto the Synchros. Ally of Justice Catastor, staple. Didn't really make him at all. Goyo, staple. Didn't really make him. Same with my Brio. But I always keep them in there just for the chance that I'll get the chance to reborn and make them. Black Rose Dragon, staple. Scrap Archfiend, so that Chimera plus Goblin isn't a dead card, plus it's a really good beater. Arcanite Magician, it's great, can't be hit by bottomless. Make it with a Scrap Goblin and any of your spellcasters. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, to clear out those machine decks. Colossal Fighter, because there's still so many decks that hate Colossal. Red Dragon Archfiend. I love this card. Every time I think that I'm like, oh, why do I run Red Dragon? I run into a deck that uses some sort of stupid thing to stop me from blowing up their defense position monsters, or they'll set a lot so I won't want to destroy them. And I'll be like, oh, this is where Red Dragon comes in and blow them all up. 2 Stardust Dragons. And then you got yourself 3 Scrap Dragons. And yes, you will go through all of them. You need 3 for this deck to work. And 1 Scrap Twin Dragon. For the side, you got 2 Cyber Dragons. Great side card. 2 Thunder King Ryo. 2 DD Crow. Double Effect Veiler. Double Knock. Knock is coming back as such a good side card. I love this card for siding against Gravekeeper and Plant Synchro. 1 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. 2 Chivalries. I love siding Chivalry because it makes me feel safe, but since I don't see as many GB decks, and I seem to never get paired against the Blackwings or Lightsworns, I never seem to get to use this. It's sort of depressing. 7 Tools of the Bandit for those decks that run heavy trap lineups. Plus, I like siding this against. I really like siding this against Infernities to knock out those barriers. And 1 Starlight Road. So that's the deck for you guys. Next week, I'm not sure what I'm going to be running. It's going to really depend on how my box is open for Rag. As you guys probably know, I'm going to make Samurai. And not for the reason that everybody else is running Samurai. I legitimately love the Samurai deck. I do believe they're too good right now. And they're going to be too good. I wish they were as good as, as fun and not meta like the last Samurai deck I built, but whatever. All I need left for mine are my Kizans and my Shiens. So, I don't want to have to buy them, but I'm not that worried because I know their price is going to go down. This is Aura1 through 4, signing out for this week.